What's going on, everybody? Just wanted to show off some books I recently picked up, and these are actually the first ones I'm going to show you are books that I got in a trade with TheCapnCummings. So I was very excited to get these. I've read most of them. I read about half of them. The other half I have to get to. Sorry about that, how long it took me to make this video, but at least here it is. Alright, these are all extra see-through, the ones I'm starting out with. This is The Untold Legend of the Batman. So I've read that this is the first John Byrne work at DC, so I'm very excited to read this. I have not got to it yet, but this is something I look forward to reading. Thank you so much for sending that as extra. And he also threw in these Jack Kirby books, which I thought was incredible. Captain Victory and the Galactic Rangers. Some of Kirby's later work that he did for Pacific Comics. Still great stories, and his artwork was still very, very nice. And here is Captain Victory, another one. Playing some Bright Eyes in the background. Any of you know that music? Here's another Captain Victory. I think that cover is pretty cool. Kirby still had his touch at this point. This is another book he threw in I thought was awesome. It is Marvel double feature starring Captain America and Iron Man. I believe it is a reprint of Tales of Suspense 93, the first appearance of MODOK. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is. It's awesome. I can't wait to read it. I've read the original, but I can use that definitely as a nice reader copy, so I don't have to open my other one. And he threw this in just as an extra too, and I was very grateful for this book. Tales to Astonish number 86. The first story is a Submariner's story with Gene Colan artwork. It's got the Warlord Crane, that's his name I believe, and the second story is the Hulk story with John Buscema. I think I said it right. I know Fiber Biscuit was asking how to say that, and I think I may have just said it properly. Sometimes I think I've said Buscema about 50 million ways. I've said Buscemi, Buscema, Buscema, all kinds of weird ways. Anyway, these are the books I traded for right here. Luke Cage number 11, and these books are pretty high grade considering I wasn't expecting them to be so nice, and I actually felt like I didn't send him as good of books as he sent me, so I was kind of hoping that he wouldn't be disappointed. So I think he was happy, and I was very happy with this trade. So this is a great story. I read it, and the artwork is exquisite. Here's number 11 or number 10. Sorry, that was 11. This is 10. I didn't put them in any order. Awesome picture frame covers, and here's number 12. I guess I have them out of order, 10, 11, 12. But anyway, yeah, I did read them all. I don't think I finished the last one, though. I read most of it. I think I fell asleep the other night when I was trying to read it. I was tired. And this was a great one I got. Challenges of the Unknown, number 45. I can't wait to open this one up. I haven't opened it up yet. It's awesome. I love these sci-fi DC titles. It's so good. Thank you so much. I'm very happy for those books. And he sent me Fantastic Four 157 in pretty nice grade also. I actually have 155 and 156. It's a trio that has a Silver Surfer, and I've not read it yet, and I can't wait to get these three read because I finally have the third one. Thank you so much. This is a great book. I've been looking for this. Very excited to get it. And he sent me Marvel 2-in-1 featuring the Thing and the Macabre Men Thing. How can you go wrong with the Thing and the Men Thing? Sorry, I gotta put the G in it. I'm a little lazy with my G pronunciations. Especially I've had a few beers. So. Anyway, I haven't not read this one yet, and I'm very excited. This is my very first Marvel 2-in-1, so I'm very excited for that. I'm going to have to try to get the whole series now. It's going to take me a long time. And he sent me Ghost Rider number 5. It's probably in about very good condition or so, but I was still very happy to get this because it's so cool. Look at this cover. Wow. I just love his old motorcycle, and I'm trying to get all the Marvel Spotlights. I have Marvel Spotlight number 5 through about 9. I'll try to get all those. Once those are crossed off, I'm switching over to the Ghost Rider title. I'm going to try to get number 1 and number 2. And so I've got number 5 and several others, but this is a nice start. So thank you so much again. And I believe this is the last one in the trade that he sent me. I hope I showed them all. I think I brought all the books that he traded me. Submariner number 24, and another awesome cover. I believe it is John Buscema artwork. I actually forgot already. I can't remember if it was Gil Kane or John Buscema, but I believe it is John Buscema. So My son loves this cover. He's in kindergarten, and he is obsessed with whales and whales and sharks. I guess I said tiger because he's been talking about tiger sharks. So he was so excited for me to read this to him, and I did the other night, and he was loving it because he couldn't wait for me to turn the page so he could see the killer whales attack the humans and stuff. He thought that was awesome. Alright, these are a few books. Thank you so much, Captain Cummings. Those are awesome books. I'm so happy with the trade, and we'll have to do another trade sometime in the future. These are actually, right here, these books I'm showing are just a couple books I picked up on eBay in the last week or so. I've got more coming in the mail that I'm waiting on. Been kind of slow, been on a budget lately, but budget's going to get back up once we start stacking up some more money. So anyway, here's Red Wolf number 3. I can't remember who did the cover, actually. I think it's Gil Kane, I could be wrong. So anyway, this is a pretty cool title. Red Wolf actually appears in the Avengers book. I believe it is Avengers number 80 or 81, and then his second appearance will be in Marvel Spotlight number 1. So I mean, he was kind of like a C-list character, but I've always enjoyed his stories. I don't know, he's just an offbeat character. He's a Native American, pretty cool. So here is some of these books. Number 3, and then I also got number 1. Now I know for sure this is a Gil Kane cover, so there's no denying that. I think it's actually Gil Kane, and I think one of the Severins might have inked it. I can't be 100% sure, but anyway, it's a pretty cool little book. It's really inexpensive, and the cover is just pretty cool. Pretty cool. You know, I love these picture frame books. I talk about them, I'm obsessed with them. I try to get them all, so got this one real cheap. Probably paid about $1.50 for both these. And oops, the other book I picked up recently was Daredevil number 41. Now, it's a nice book, but as per usual on eBay, you know, probably about 1 out of every 10 transactions I go through, there's always something like extremely, shall I say, fucked up in my order. Like, the comic book will have something really screwed up. Like, when I felt this book, I took it out, I was like, oh, it looks in good condition, but then it felt light to me. You know, when a book feels light to you because you've read so many comic books, you know exactly how much a comic book should weigh, which I do, which is pretty sad, I guess. Yeah, I found out that the centerfold was missing, so as you can tell, I wasn't very happy with that. I contacted the seller. He was very kind enough to just refund my money fully, and he apologized. But, you know, sometimes I wonder about these sellers. It's like, you keep getting these books all the time, and, you know, there'll be like a missing page or some cutout, you know, and they describe the books. It's like, seriously, they list these books and they don't know what they're selling? I mean, I'm starting to get a little skeptical. Some of these guys may legitimately just have an accident, you know, as in they missed it, but I mean, I'm starting to wonder about some of the people on eBay. eBay is kind of, it's kind of like rolling the dice. You'll get some good deals, and if you buy from buyers you're not used to, you never know what you're going to get. But, you know, he was nice enough to let me keep it. I mean, it's not exactly a book that I have to have in my collection. I mean, I'd probably just frame this or something because it's an awesome Gene Colan cover. I'll have to get another copy so I can actually read it. So, again, thank you, Captain Cummings, for the books you sent me, and thank you to my viewers. Almost hit 200 subscribers. I'm very appreciative, and I enjoy everyone's videos. If I had time, I'd give a bunch of shout-outs. Like I'd say, I'd shout out to Hippie, a shout out to Forrest, Soft Serve Bend, and all these people. I'd shout out to people like Mongo Stomp and all kinds of people, but I don't have time, so later. Well, guys, if I was a shout-out type of person, I'd probably do shout-outs for people like Hippies Collectibles. You know, I might shout out to Fiber Biscuit, you know, Cursive Man, maybe, you know, probably shout out to Doc and Howlett, maybe Jack Kirby Bronze. I'd probably shout out to Custom Bromstar, Dr. Monkeybot, you know, Solid Forced Bend. Who else would I shout out to? I'd probably shout out to a Model Monster Builder. He's got a good channel. Kid Comics number 1. He comes around. He's a good person. Darren Foster 002. I'd probably shout out to Warzone Spider. He's got a great collection. He's a pretty cool guy. Cromda 1. He never disappoints with awesome books. Always has quite a wide range of incredible books all the time. I'd probably shout out to Pete Marie 186, because when he does videos, which he does maybe like in a quarterly fashion or so, but when he does, he shows some of the best, highest grade books you will see. Some of the books that I couldn't afford if I wanted to. I'd probably shout out to Poet Skinny too, because I mean he's a pretty honest guy. He does some incredible videos, always sometimes self-depreciating, but yet he just does honest and videos that just crack you up. Has a killer Batman collection. I'd probably shout out to Dr. Otto Octavius, and probably shout out to Black Buddha. 123 Comic Man, yeah, I'd shout out to him also if I was a shout out type person. Probably Killzo Forever. Some newer guys have been coming around lately. I've noticed like DaCosta DC Comics, Greco Fabulous. I'd probably shout out to him. TMC McFarlane fan, yeah. Who else would I shout out to? I don't know. Mongo Stomp Time. Yeah, he's got some good videos. But yeah, I don't usually do shoutouts, so I mean, if I was going to do shoutouts, those are some of the people I would, and wouldn't want to hurt anybody's feelings because I'd probably forget somebody, and I probably did. So, alright guys, thanks for watching, and have a great weekend. Later.